On April 21, 1975, a group of armed robbers stormed the Crocker National Bank in Carmichael, California. They were members of the Symbionese Liberation Army, SLA, the same radical group that kidnapped Patty Hearst. But this robbery turned deadly when a 42-year-old mother, Myrna Opsahl, was shot and killed. The killers escaped, and for 24 years, the case went unsolved until a shocking break in 1999. A neighbor watching America's Most Wanted recognized one of the robbers, Kathleen Soliah, a fugitive living under a fake name. This is the story of how a forgotten crime was finally solved. The Symbionese Liberation Army, SLA, was a small but dangerous terrorist group in the 1970s. They believed in revolution and used violence to push their ideas. Their leader, Donald DeFreeze, Cinque, was an escaped convict who recruited young radicals. The SLA became famous in 1974 when they kidnapped Patty Hearst, the granddaughter of a wealthy newspaper tycoon. They brainwashed her into joining them, and she even helped them rob banks. But by 1975, the SLA was falling apart. Many members had died in a police shootout, and the remaining ones were desperate for money. That's when they planned the Crocker Bank robbery, a crime that would end in murder. On the morning of April 21st, 1975, 4 SLA members entered the Crocker Bank with guns. They were Emily Harris, Bill Harris, Kathleen Soliah, and Michael Borton. They ordered everyone to the ground, but things went wrong fast. A bank worker triggered the silent alarm, and the robbers panicked. Emily Harris fired a shotgun blast, hitting Myrna Opsahl, who was depositing church money. Myrna, a mother of 4, bled to death on the floor. The robbers grabbed $15,000 and escaped. Despite security cameras, the police had no solid leads. The SLA members vanished, and the case went cold for decades. After the robbery, the SLA members split up and changed their names. Kathleen Soliah became Sara Jane Olson, moved to Minnesota, and lived a normal life. She got married, had kids, and even acted in local plays. Nobody suspected she was a wanted terrorist. Meanwhile, Bill and Emily Harris were arrested for other crimes, but never charged for the bank robbery. The FBI had no idea where Soliah was until 1999, when a TV show changed everything. In the late 1990s, forensic science improved, and cold cases were being reopened. America's Most Wanted aired a segment on the SLA, showing old photos of Kathleen Soliah. A woman in Minnesota recognized her neighbor, Sara Jane Olson, as the fugitive. She called the FBI, who secretly investigated. In June 1999, agents arrested Soliah at her home. Her family was shocked. They had no idea she was a wanted criminal. After 24 years on the run, justice was finally coming. Soliah was sent back to California to face trial. Prosecutors had new forensic evidence, including shotgun shells from the robbery. To avoid life in prison, she pleaded guilty in 2002 and admitted her role in the murder. She was sentenced to 14 years, but was released in 2009 for good behavior. Other SLA members, like Michael Borton, were also arrested later. Myrna Opsahl's family finally got justice, even if it took 24 years. The Crocker Bank robbery was almost forgotten until a TV show and a brave neighbor brought a killer to justice. This case proves that no crime disappears forever. Even after decades, forensic science and public awareness can solve cold cases. The SLA's violent history ended not with a shootout, but with a quiet arrest in Minnesota. Justice delayed is still justice served.